Kayla.
You're watching Oxford 68 presents the Midday Show.
Did you know that in the USA, there are over 200 million people with a valid driver's license? More and more people are getting their license, but there are a couple tips that can make the process a little easier. The first tip is to take a driver's ed course. Some people feel the need to skip this step, but a driver's ed course can be really helpful. It sets up the foundation for your driver's training and can give you the advantage of a more knowledgeable driver. The second tip is to get your permit as soon as you can. I personally waited till after my 17th birthday and really wished I got it as soon as I was able to. And lastly, the most important tip is to practice. I know this one is simple, but the more you practice, the better. And you can't really over-prepare yourself. Know the exterior ruling for your car and everything that goes on in the interior. Get a good night's sleep, eat a healthy breakfast, and make sure you're dressed nice for your driver's license photo. If you do all these things, you're on your way to achieving that license for sure. Tom, what do you think? You think with these tips, you'll be able to get your driver's license?
Maybe, but that might take more time away from me playing video games. Speaking of those, have you ever played or heard of the game Fortnite or PUBG? They're both big games of today, so let me tell you a little bit about each of them. PUBG is a multiplayer online battle royale game developed and published by PUBG Corporation, a subsidiary of the Blue Hole. You can play solo, duo, or 4-squad matches online with your friends. Fortnite is a co-op survival game developed by Epic Games and People Can Fly. It's also developed by the company Epic Games. Just like PUBG, you can squad up or go lone wolf. I personally like PUBG, but you can go to Flavor of the Month, my free website, and vote for your favorite game on the Google form. Dom over here, on the other hand, doesn't like either of them. Dom?
No, I have good taste. Speaking of taste, nothing beats the creamy vanilla flavor and chocolatey shell of a Klondike bar. I can't imagine a world without them. If Klondike was to disappear, no one would have the motivation to do over-the-top, questionable things such as what Mr. Pierre Domenico said he would do. The absolute madman said he would take the day off. He was able to prove my point about that whole motivation thing from earlier because I cannot imagine a single soul just taking the day off. I would have blew my top no doubt if he said something along the lines of, take questions seriously and not ruin your news segment, Dominic. But it seems Klondike bars aren't that tempting, so talk about raining on my parade. Speaking of rain, how's the weather look?
Thanks, Tom. Today will be a high of 78 and a low of 57. It will warm up even more on Saturday with a high of 82 and a low of 64. But it should return to rain on Saturday or on Sunday. That's the weather. Back to the news.
The Midday Show. I'm Tom.
And I'm Michaela. Good luck, because you're going to need it.